If you're running Stormworks and you click the button to report a bug or request a feature, it brings you to the GeoMeta Stormworks issue tracker. You need to log in with your Steam ID and you come to this screen. So you have the options to create an issue, see your existing issues, or see the defects and features that are already been reported. This is the main defect tracker. I can see my issues, and I can go down and see a ticket I put in yesterday for about open doors in the broken pressure system. This is my tracker. The problem is if you put in, apparently it looks like the number is 4 requests that it doesn't like, that they don't accept or they close or they're duplicates, your account gets flagged as low priority, which basically means you don't get support anymore. Deltars talked about it on the dev Q&A about 3 months ago. He said that, yeah, it's an automated thing, and that oh yeah, we look at them honest. That doesn't seem to be the case, at least not that I can see. I'm not anybody important. I don't expect any other than basic support for a product I paid for. I put in a couple requests. This is a request I made for Steam Power, which was it was a duplicate, but the one I was a duplicate of actually got implemented. This was also a duplicate. Apparently people have asked for this a lot too. It's my fault. I should have searched. I didn't know better. This is the last duplicate. This is apparently the one that pushed me over the limit. As you can see, feature requests I made before that got tagged. So trains, weapons, art, map info, vehicle editor, whatever. After that, they didn't even seem to be being looked at. So this was a year ago. This was 8 months ago, and they haven't been tagged. If I go back to the features page, the requested features, you can see how they seem to process these. As people put in their requests, they show up in here, and the developer comes and goes through them and flags them as what they are: a component, wildlife, vehicle editor problems, balance, electric, etc. And these ones haven't been flagged yet. You can also probably see there's some gaps in here, which means they went through and either people submitted them who were like me are on the no support list, or for whatever reason they were duplicates, they were closed, whatever. Things go to closed. The problem is they don't tell you that you were low priority. So if you look at this, it looks, oh, there's my tickets, they're in there, they must be going to look at them. But if you are not logged in, this is the same page, but I'm not logged in. You can see because the create issue, my issues are not there. So this is the front page on the defects. See the most recent ones, 308, 308. I scroll down to the one I put in, 25282, and it is not there. It's because it's hidden, because I'm low priority. There doesn't seem to be anything to do about this other than just suck it up, because you don't get support anymore for breaking a rule you didn't know existed. What is funny is you can tell it's automated, and you can tell they never look at it, because this is Captain Cockerels. He is a very popular YouTuber. He has probably done more to promote the game than a lot of people, than damn near anybody else. Maybe 3 or 4 other high-end YouTubers that get the same level as him. You can see his first 4 tickets are all closed. None of these are feature requests, that little icon there. None of them have been categorized. They don't have any tags on them. So they've never been looked at. And this is interesting here, this one. It's a very reasonable request for more pulleys. But if you look for that, only because I know that he put this in, because he posted on Discord, 23809. 23809 is not here because he's hidden. If you know the username or you know the ticket itself, you can go to it. But if you're just browsing, it's not there. So all these, and this is interesting because this is the same request from a different person who came after him. And if you look at this, which it's already open here, other requests have been flagged duplicates of this. But in reality, this should be duplicate of this because it came to a lower number. This one was first. But they never saw it because he's low priority. And if that guy's low priority, then your system's broken. So again, looking at mine, this is that request for graph nodes for AI, 18807. See, if I'm not logged in, it's not here. It should be right there. 24939. Probably right, should be right above this. Go back a page. You can also see it's not at the bottom. And if you pick a user, say this guy's got a flag, he's implemented issues. Let's see what he's got. So all of his, you see, have tags. That's because he's not hidden, and I can see him, so he's not hidden. So that's the problem as I see it, that it's a game I've paid for, and because I broke a rule, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, there's enough people complaining about it that it's pretty clearly a problem, but it's not a well-publicized problem. So if you're going to get Stormworks, I mean, it's a good game. I like it. I got 5,000 hours in the game, and 25,000 people will subscribe to the shit I put on the workbench or the workshop to play with the stuff I've made, and I don't get support, which is that's what it is. What it is. They can have as good or as terrible customer service as they choose. It's their option, but people should at least be aware. If you break rules that you don't necessarily know exist about duplicates, or request something that they don't see as the game vision, at least that's what about 3 months ago Deltars said on the dev Q&A, that they look at them, and that if it's things that aren't likely to get implemented, if you're a user that requests things that aren't likely to get implemented, then they're not going to look at your tickets. Well, we look at them, pinky swear. No, they don't. There's no indication at all they look at any of these. This has been 3 months ago. Or this is an actual, it's a bug. It's a detailed bug. I put in all kinds of information on it, how to repeat it, links to the workshop items, stuff I've been learning since I put it in that affect, that more information that could help them fix the issue. But they're never going to see it. So I just keep hoping they hire an intern or something to go through the low priority tickets so we can get support again. I'll put a link to his comments. Again, Captain Cockerels reposted he did a stream and recorded the dev Q&A for 3 months ago. I'll put a link to that section of it where you can hear exactly what he said about it. I also had I messaged the Discord, the moderator, and his response was, we don't look at all of them, basically. So Deltars said that they look, and the Discord moderator said they don't. Well, you decide which one's true based on actual evidence of, has anyone actually looked at my tickets? Doesn't look like it. Has anyone looked at Captain's tickets? Doesn't look like it. His go back a year. When I was first trying to figure out what was going on with this, I came across this old post on Reddit that spelled it out at pretty much the Sesame Street reading level, including chat logs with the moderators, and basically it's someone who had bugs successfully implemented that they still decided that he's not worthy of support. And they concluded that, we're right. The automated thing is right, that you suck, you don't get any support. I'll put a link to that below as well. I still really like the game. I'm going to continue to play it. I'm still going to build stuff for the workshop to share with other people. I just wish that the support situation was different. That if they maybe communicate that, oh, by the way, if you put in too many duplicates, we're not going to support you anymore. And or hire an intern to look through the low priority tickets, because there's probably some gold in there if they bothered to look. All right, thanks a lot.